Hello everyone and welcome to episode number 9 of 12 Cars. Yesterday I flew up from London to Edinburgh to pick up the next car. So, well, it wasn't one of the cars that was on my original list, but once I'd driven one, I knew I had to have one. Anyhow, I'm just about to be picked up from the hotel and then I'm going to go to the dealership where I got the car. I hope you love this one. Also, the name of the dealership is possibly a bit misleading, so don't let that fool you.
Finally set off for London. The guys at GTI World here in Edinburgh, Dean, was just fantastic, really good. I don't buy from dealers normally because, especially doing 12 cars, I can't really afford usually the loss that's involved when I sell the car a few months later, but this was well priced and Dean pretty much bent over backwards, I have to say, to be helpful, available, gave me a really good deal, so I'm really pleased. I mean, I've got a 12-month warranty on this. He paid for 6 months road tax. It was serviced just before being sent out. You know, he paid for my flight up. I mean, it's, you know, they really went out of their way, I think, to please, and that has to be recognised. This car, I tend to have mostly sort of VW group stuff and Golf GTIs, but they also have an Elise there. A 111R, which looks really nice. They've got a Datsun Z, I was going to call it. They've got a Nissan 350 or 370Z. So they do other stuff as well, but they were great, and they agreed with me. I wanted to get Craig Murray to do the PPI on this car, pre-purchase inspection. Craig Moncrief Cars, I meant. Craig used to work at Murray Lotus. And he's got just a brilliant reputation, knows these cars really well, so I wanted him to do the inspection, particularly as I was flying blind really up from London to get this car, and I didn't want any surprises. He had a look at the car, rectified a couple of very small issues that GTI well paid for, and not just that, when I left, Dean filled it up, gave me a full tank, so a brilliant experience. I just love these. We took a little bit longer this morning than we thought, so I'm a little bit more in a hurry. But just my thinking behind this very car, it's got 22,000 miles, so super low mileage, 2011 model year. It's got a full history for every year. So it hasn't been serviced by mileage, it's been serviced by year. I love the colour. Spec-wise, it's as high pretty much as you could go with these. It's got the tech pack, it's got the premium pack, so it's got full leather and a few other bits and bobs. The previous owner uprated the speakers on the radio, which I know isn't that big a deal, but it all helps because these are pretty terrible. So all in all, you know, it's exactly what I was looking for. The wheels I'm not the biggest fan of. I might look at that, but being a 12 car and, you know, being the fact that I'll have to sell it, it's not a keeper, it might be silly to spend money on things like wheels, I don't know, so I'll have to see. But I do love it anyway, I think it looks great, I like the interiors. I'm going to be doing a proper road test at some point soon on the Evora. This is just a little taster really, but I'll just give you my impressions. Why did I end up wanting to buy an Evora? Well, quite simply, I drove the one at Bell and Colville. Jamie there, by the way, was fantastic. I would also recommend them as a dealership without any hesitation. They're really good. I drove it and just thought it was brilliant. A lot of people don't like the powertrains on these, but actually I do. I think the gear change is fine, which is quite often criticised, as long as you don't rush it too much. I love the way the engine sounds. When I drove, it's the same engine as the Exige, so it's a supercharged Toyota 3.5 litre 6-cylinder. I like what it does, I like the way it sounds, I like how it delivers its power, but also it's just a playful car, it's fun. It's just the way they drive. They really are very good. The Cayman, for example, is an excellent car. It's very hard to fault, but it's not really that interesting. There's a lot of them about. It's, you know, I wanted to pick something that had a little bit more of an interest for 12 cars. Also, the C63 that I drove, it was a good car, but I think after the Maserati, I didn't want something quite big and heavy. I wanted something that had a little bit more verve, but was still usable. It's quick. The engine sounds nice. It looks interesting. Some people don't like the look. I do. But you know, all in all, I think it's a good car. Okay, so I made it home, and it was a pretty impressive journey, I have to say. Even more respect at the moment for the Evora. Unbelievably comfortable, really good. So I've been in the car about 8.5 hours. I'm not really particularly tired. It was really good, really capable, amazing. I can't wait to take it for a proper thrash. Thanks very much for watching, and see you for the next one.